So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
He's looking wide. Roberto Carlos. And that's a throw-in. And here's Rafinha. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, smashing header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's good vision. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Mbappe. Out to the right. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Bellingham. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Botafogo yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that has been knocked clear, and he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Bellingham. Takes the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Bellingham is offering a wry smile there.
Hakimi. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. That's good defending. Defending in numbers. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Van Nistelrooy, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Pirlo. Van Nistelrooy. Distributed tidily. Bellingham does well to get it back. Great vision. And the through ball. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Botafogo with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's nice. Rafinha has crossed into the middle. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save from up here, I know. Rafinha. That is lovely. And here's Van Nistelrooy. He's played it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Neither side giving way, it has been tight. And he's intervened well there. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Hakimi. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi. Short changes him with that pass. Roberto Carlos. Koeman. Zanetti. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And the action is back on the way. So neither side has yet broken through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
A probing pass. Oh, just skips past his man.
Pele really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Olise applies the finish! Oh, crossbar! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Van Nistelrooy. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. And it's Cruyff. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Conte. Great pressure, plenty of it. Over to the left. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Now it's Rafinha. Tries to play it through. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this.
That's good defensive concentration.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Pirlo. Olise tries making a foray down the right. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's a good ball out wide. Searching pass he's played there. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Spreads it out wide. He's in plenty of space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone for a throw-in. That could spell trouble. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Oh, this is a terrific run.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Van Bommel. Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Now Van Bommel. Van Nistelrooy. Conte. Now he's off and running. Not the most accurate pass. Half an hour gone in the second half. Oh, he's found support out wide, and this is Cruyff.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pele showed plenty of zest. Shoots! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Coming on to replace him.
Pele!
Number 25.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Olise is always playing with one eye on the spec. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. And that could well be the winner.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much
Another
faster.
pass just keeps it ticking over. And that has put paid to that.
2 added minutes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's run loose here. Pele receives it in a good position here. And there goes the final whistle. Botafogo have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantic. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Koeman, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And he was quick to react. Kukçu. Zanetti. Law. Koeman gets a foot in here. Now it's Pele. Knocks it into space. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Cruyff! Decent enough try.
Cruyff has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Law. Zanetti. Puskás. Zanetti in acres of space out wide. Vitinha. Law. Now it's Havertz. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Bellingham going about things with real menace. Celtic trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And it's Kukçu. Havertz. And he's being shifted off it. Pirlo. And the counter is on. It's been slipped through. And this is Pele. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that was very necessary. Havertz absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Vitinha gets into a good position. Now it's Pele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
There's the shot! Goal! Celtic! And Celtic are in front. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Kukçu. That's going to go a long way. And here's Kukçu. Shot at goal! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Celtic are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. That is lovely. Havertz is onto this. Beckenbauer gets it away. And here's Havertz. He's having a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Havertz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Puskas.
Puskas really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly. And
there's the end of the first half. Reflections on the first half?
Botafogo really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players, otherwise this one's as good as done.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Kupchu to Havertz. And it's Cruyff. And he's picked out the run. Oh, what a stop! Had to be at his very best. Celtic can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, easy pickings there. And now the breakaway. Vitinha. Kupchu goes steaming forward. And he skips past his man. Serginho. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Pele. Vitinha. And it's Serginho. Law was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well measured. He has found the way. Real chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's come loose.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Tries to pass it through. Big chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Celtic are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Puskas. Well, now here's a good battle. Bice takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard. Law. Vitinha conjures time and space where few can. Time and again they are repelled. And it's Kupchu.
Oh, great feat, that.
Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Cruyff. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Serginho. And it's Vitinha. Kupchu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pinches it off him. And it's Cruyff. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Cruyff. That is a brilliant interception. Kupchu. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Good pressure, determined, intense. Cruyff. Floated through. Chance! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pirlo. Bellingham.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Tonali gets a good foot in there. Pirlo.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it, even if it's just a goal. The lift it would give would be huge, no matter what the end result is.
Tonali. Rijkaard. Here's Vitinha. Rijkaard. And it's Vitinha. Lewandowski. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Searching pass he's played there. And the shot! No mistake! They're back within reach! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Botafogo give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Tonali. Rijkaard.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Look at the
acréscimo.
space. Great chance! They've got to be quick to Oh, what has happened here? Shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Turns and goes back. And he's lost his man here. And there goes the final whistle. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Gets a good foot in there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great defending, strong and determined. Now that looks a decent ball. Cruyff. There's the header! Brilliant from Pele! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. First blood drawn. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's being shifted off it. Pull it. Now it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Chance, surely! They've got to be quick to recover this. Looking to go deep. And a chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Puskás. And he's on his way!
Might want to be careful there.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Serginho. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Tries to get it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Throw in. Bergomi. 30 minutes gone.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Wriggles his way through. Hoisted in. Maldini. Real chance! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
had it nicked away. And here's Hullet. And it's Tonali. Tries to play it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. That'll be a throw. The message is clear, none shall pass.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Can he finish? Vieira. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Puskás. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Good effort, he got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Aims beyond the defence. Ibrahimovic is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Quality ball. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pirlo. Zanetti. He came in hard, very hard. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Reflections on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Botafogo happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substituição.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Botafogo carrying a one-goal lead. He's on it, can he get away? Chance! Portugal have their second corner now. So it's going to be another corner. So, third corner of the game. Koeman gets it away. Ball is over the line. Here comes the corner. Corner number 4 coming up here. Ibrahimovic! That's a half-decent try.
Ibrahimovic is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And it's Hullet. Rijkaard kept his eye on it, and he's there. Puskás. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Hullet. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now it's Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Portugal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Hullet. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Pirlo, a player of legendary status. Botafogo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Over to the left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a...
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Botafogo have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Oh, great save by Dida. Oh, he's missed it, he's missed it.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Teremos uma substituição.
So here comes a substitution. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Pirlo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great vision. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, there's a probing ball. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Koeman puts his foot on the gas. Half an hour gone in the second half. Engages and forces him off the ball. Serginho. Oh, well measured. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Can he get on the end of this? That's a nicely shaped ball. Botafogo still ahead by the game's only goal. And that's another good win of the ball. He's picked his way through. Cafu plays it in. And that has been knocked clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Puskás threads one in. He is through here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Tries a measured ball. There will be a throw-in. Pirlo, right card, gets a foot in here. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's a no-nonsense tackle. Pass somewhat off target. And he's there to get it away. And we're done. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Pelé taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
aniversariante de hoje.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Now it's Cruyff, tries to pass it through. Now it's... tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Botafogo with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Pele. Oh, good spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a cute ball. Just eases him off the ball. Olise. Nicely worked. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably.
Well, if you're looking for a showstopper, I think we need to look no further than Kaka here, Peter. To me, it's all going to be about how much of the ball he's going to see.
So does he have a specific role?
Yeah, basically to get on it and take it to the opposition. That's what he does. And in doing that, he engages everybody around him.
Yeah, he's terrific.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Back in once more. And that should get the job done. Olise. Now it's Cruyff. Stood up well to him there. And it's Xavi Alonso. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Darwin. Still goalless. Zanetti gets over and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Zanetti shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Can he finish? Goal! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Olise's cross.
Well played and well cleared.
Park Ji-sung looking to... Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Not the most accurate pass. Could move up a gear here. Zanetti. Zanetti is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. That's beautifully weighted. And the flag has stayed down. And that's a dangerous ball. Cleared without hesitation. Zanetti. Pinches it off him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Referee's given a throw. Pirlo. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Belletti is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rijkaard. Romario. Now it's Darwin. Can he get it through? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Cruyff picks it up out wide.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Xavi Alonso tries to play it through. Romario hangs one in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cruyff. It's a good run down the left-hand side. No, he's not getting past him there. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Botafogo are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
And the second half gets underway.
Botafogo really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Always onto this.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's fabulous. And he can clear it away. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That is good alertness. It's run loose. Who's going to get it? Oh, what has happened here? And the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Botafogo still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's made its way to him. Zanetti. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. It's a promising position. And it's Rijkaard. Jorginho tries to clear. Almost an hour gone. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Romario. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Nicely weighted ball. Great chance! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that goes to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
It's a threatening ball. Chance! Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Zanetti. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And he's taking no chances there. Oh, it's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's played in here. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
He's found the way. He's got through. Relentless. Just relentless. And they are cruising away. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Rijkaard makes the interception. Oh, super find. Big chance, must be! Pele! He's kept it out just.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Botafogo have their third corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Van Dijk. Number 6, Rijkaard. Number 13.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Coming on the field. Number
Now it's
3,
Darwin. That
Marquinhos.
pass isn't the best.
Number
Ambitious ball
16,
here. And this is
Rodri.
Cruyff. He's
Number
got away.
20, Olise.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And no, that was never going to make it. That has ended up in no man's land. Belletti. And it's been given away. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Botafogo presented with a golden opportunity here. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's shifting through the gears here. Yep, it's a corner. They've played it short. And here's Olise. Showing good feet. Olise proves just a little bit too strong. And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Tonali really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Romario plays it short. Incoming delivery. And it's going to be another one. So, third corner of the game. What a mighty effort! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Serginho. 5 minutes to add. Nakata. Chance! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And a quick reminder today to please take
really did suffer. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run, and the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Roberto Carlos gets good distance on it. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Botafogo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the shot! They've scored! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Botafogo grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again.
Great chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Puskas. Probing pass. Rijkaard cuts it out. Howson. And it's Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Now this... Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Cruyff is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh no, what has happened here? Chance for a shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He has given that the lot. Bang!
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Barcelona take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Howson did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He is through here. Zanetti. There will be a throw-in. Yamal. It's played through for him. Big chance, must be! Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff gets into a good position. Botafogo with the corner, there first. They've played it short, and here's Pirlo. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Now it's Puskás. Saliba cuts out the pass. Now it's Rafinha. Cruyff. Bellingham. Pirlo. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ekitike. Ekitike! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Foram indicados 2
Puskás.
minutos de acréscimo.
That's a cute ball. He's through here. Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Ekitike. Pirlo. And there's the end of the first half.
Senhoras e senhores, só é permitido fumar nas áreas indicadas no mapa. Agradecemos a colaboração. Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 24.
Here we go again.
Camisa 3.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Nicely intercepted. Botafogo come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, they've got it again. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Now, this could be a chance. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Spread it left. Cruyff. That has been slung wide. Roberto Carlos getting this one clear. That has not gone well. Oh, easy pickings there.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Puskás. And he's on his way. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for...
And the finish! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Teremos uma substituição.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona blast themselves into a real chance! Oh, brilliant save!
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And it's been taken short. Played out to the left flank, played back in. And it's Damian. And he's had a hit! Bellingham. And now they can spring out of defence. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And this is Batistuta. Botafogo do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's through, now is he in? That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He's onside. Cleared without complication. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Szoboszlai. And it's Rijkaard. That's been cut out, well played. Well timed, excellent interception. Rijkaard. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zanetti. It's a really well-measured ball. Darmian. Nice-looking ball. That's good vision. Good read, needed to be. Pirlo. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Good running, strong and purposeful. And he was quick to react. Szoboszlai. In with the challenge. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Cruyff. Botafogo, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Darmian. Saliba. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, super find. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Roberto Carlos. And no, he's seen through all of that. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.